I'll turn it off after.
That one.
It's live now.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, we're going live. First time. Sorry about technical issues. I've never done it before, so here we go. Right, today we're going to talk about everything Arsenal, but let's start off talking about Alex Iwobi and the rumours that Everton are putting a £30 million bid through. The question is, are we going to keep Alex Iwobi or are we going to sell him? So I want to know your views. And is the bid real? Because on the same time, Wilfried Zaha has added a transfer request. So are they using Alex Iwobi as a smokescreen to buy Wilfried Zaha? That's my take on it. I don't think they're going to be in for Alex Iwobi at all. So there's only 2 people in chat at the moment. So if more don't follow, then I'm not gonna have it on for too long. And for some reason, my comments are not coming up either. Maybe because they're any, but we don't know. But my views on Alex Iwobi. As far as I'm concerned, we've got a lot of players who could play in this position now. He's had a couple of years. He hasn't, for me, cut mustard. So for me, I think, even 30 million, I think we should take the money. Reports are saying that Arsenal are holding out for 40 million. And are Arsenal selling him to make a bid for Zaha? Who knows? So if that's the case, like I said, if it was me, I'd cash in. There are worse players than Alex Iwobi, so I'm not an Alex Iwobi hater. There are worse players than Alex Iwobi in the squad. But at the end of the day, we need to try and raise some funds to try and get Upamecano in if that's what we're going for. Again, for me, on Raul's video he made on his interview, he said all Arsenal transfer targets are in place, and Arsenal don't leave it to deadline day. Tomorrow's deadline day, so obviously either something hasn't worked out, or that's their plan. But there's so many links about with Arsenal linked with David Luiz. We're still linked with Rugani. They're saying that they just need to agree personal terms. So for me, it's all up in the air. And to be honest with you, I'm getting a bit of an headache with it. I don't know whether Arsenal coming or going. I don't know what to believe. You've got Coutinho 1 minute. It's all a mishmash. They're just throwing names up into the air. So I don't know. Your comments are not coming up at the moment, so I don't know whether it's working or not. So I'll go on for a bit longer. I'll go on for another 5 minutes and see what happens. Just quick. I had a question earlier though from Karen Russell. Great fan of. Your comments are up now. That's lovely, brilliant. So I'm a bit blind, so I need to reach in. Jack 45 said 35 million plus, and we have to accept. I agree with you, Jack. I would do that as well. I would have gone down to 25, mate. To be honest with you, I think I'd rather give Saka a go and also Reece Nelson a go. I think they're going to offer more. Again, Jack McDonald says, "Yeah, I'll say you see me live. I do see Jack, and I did promise you're going to be my first moderator. So that's your job, mate, from now on." Boston Gooner Billy, thanks, mate. Thanks for joining. Boston Gooner Billy, if you haven't subscribed to Boston Gooner, subscribe to him because he's a funny guy and he's got some really good content as well. So subscribe to him on Twitter. Boston Gooner says, I think we'll keep him only because 30 million isn't enough, in my opinion. I don't know, mate. I don't know about that. How much would you want for him? If we get anything above 30 million, I think it's good. I mean, again, Arsenal are notorious for not being able to get top money for their players. So if they are holding out for the 40 million mark and they do get it, then fair play to them. It means something has actually changed. So I'll be happy with that. Question is, what would you guys do with the money if we got 40 million in for Alex Iwobi? What would you do with it? That's my question to you. Also, Chris French is in the chat. Hello, Chris. Glad you could join us. Another person I speak to on Twitter a lot. Go and follow Chris. Mate, put those traps away. I can see you getting closer. Sorry, mate. It's not the traps. I've got a padded t-shirt. 40 million for Iwobi. If we get that, I think it's a steal. I think get rid of him. There was reports that El Neni was going to go to Turkey, but I think they're now looking at Sigurdsson from Everton, so they may not be going for El Neni now. It'd be a shame if they don't, so I want him to go. Jack 45, Slanky went for 20 million. Yeah, he did. But at the end of the day, for some reason, Arsenal were not known for selling players for big money. They're known for letting players go for free. Like Danny Welbeck went today he's gone to Watford for free. That's 20, 25 million we've lost out on. We lost Aaron Ramsey. We lost obviously we lost Sanchez. We lost loads of players. Callum Francis and Peter Green said defend all day long. I agree with you, mate. If we don't get a centre back, a decent one, in this transfer window, I'm going to fucking do my nuts, to be honest with you. It's going to be a season of moaning by the looks of it. What we got? Boston Guna, Photos, Apicano, and was that the other geezer who's with him? Is it Kanate? Yeah, both of them are quality centre backs. I think for the money Leipzig want. And for what Harry Maguire went for, I don't think they're asking for too much money. I think that's going right for centre half. For some reason, this transfer window, the centre half market has gone through the roof, and the fact that United signed Maguire before we've bought one hasn't helped us really. Again, let's see. Highbury, AFC Seoul, Kieran Tierney and Louise are coming tomorrow. Fuck me. I don't want to do that, but it would be good if we get them. Highbury Seoul. Brilliant comment, mate. Reports today said that Kieran Tierney was only a week away from fitness, so that's good news. We thought he was out for 2 months. I'd love him all day long, mate. In a 4, a lot better than Class and Ashes. So if we get him at the centre back, it's not actually a bad window. Karen Russell, I was just about to go to a question actually. Karen said, based on today of what we've done so far, what do I rate the window at? Bearing in mind we've got Pepe. And we've got Ceballos and we've got Saliba on a loan. I would have said it's a 7 because obviously Pepe tips the scales. But if you're basing it on that fact that we need a centre half and we haven't got one, it's a 2. But obviously it don't work like because we've got Pepe. But if we get a decent centre back in tomorrow, especially at Carlo, I think that'd be the best transfer window that we've ever had. So then I'll give it a 10. Who we got there? Right. Sorry, my eyesight's been out. I think the goal they've said everything needs to go onto the defender now. Too right, mate. I don't care if we don't get Zaha. I don't care if we don't get Coutinho. You're right, mate. Everything needs to go for a central defender. Funnily enough, when Arsenal signed Uber a couple of seasons ago in January, I went on AFTV and I said I would have got 2 centre halves instead of Aubameyang, and I got slated on my comments for that. And what's happened? 2 years running, we've been. Even with Aubameyang's goals, we've been in the Europa League. So, was I wrong or was I right? I think I was right personally because the goals were coming anyway. Joe says, you think David Luiz would be an upgrade on our defence? Fucking hell. It'd be like having Lauren Hardy in defence, wouldn't it? With Mustafi and David Luiz. Probably would be an upgrade though, because the rest of our defence is shit. The one thing about David Luiz is a good ball playing centre back, but again, his downside is he don't track runners. So that's the downside with all of our centre backs. They don't track runners, do they? And we ain't got a decent CDM to hold it all together. David Luiz I think, would be a good CDM as well. So if we get him and the money's right, I'd go for him. But he's going to give us nightmares. We all know that. Callum Francis, you going to Newcastle, mate? I wish I was Callum. I don't know. This year I might not do away games, solely because I want to concentrate on this channel and maybe do live streams. So I don't think I'm going to go away. And Sunday I'm going to go to an event hosted by the Highbury squad, and Kevin Campbell's going to be there at the Ypdrome in London. So everyone's welcome to come. Actually, it's first comes first served to get in, and it's actually free to get in. Just needs to be over 18. That's the only thing with that. Kevin Campbell's will be there, and Kevin's kindly enough said he's going to come on this channel for me. So I'm going to do a bit of video with Kevin Campbell, talk about life really. I don't really want to talk about Kevin Campbell's career because he does that with everybody, don't he? So let's just talk about 89 and let's just get to know Kevin Campbell a bit without going into the stats of how many goals he scored. It's when everyone's done that. EB1331 says, Yes, Sunny G. EB, thanks, bruv. It's new. It's all new to me. It's all new to me. I feel like a DJ. So the gaffer says we'll have to go out for all out attack too, right, mate? I think we're gonna we do, because if we don't outscore people, we're gonna get fucked, aren't we? Really. Trouble with our defenders, they don't concentrate either. AZ Mate the Null showed that the other day. Chris says, and I lost all these bloody things there. Chris says, United fucking the market again with their market signing. Their bloody fuck the market, signing Herman Munster for bloody 80 million quid. These were the biggest head in football. Not worth it. But is he going to improve their team? He is going to improve their team. Would I have taken him? I would have taken Harry Maguire all day long. And at the end of the day, it's not my money. So, speaking of money, just before we read some more comments, do you think the Kroenkes have put any money in? I don't think so. I don't think nothing's changed. I'm still cronking out. I'm still excited. I think the club's going in the right direction, just because of our people who run it now. But have the Kroenkes put their own money in? I don't think they have. If we sell, Michael Rinn says, if we sell Iwobi, we could buy Tyranny right out. We could do, but what's the point of doing that? You know, whoever you see driving around in a nice flash car, chances are they've got it on finance. So what you do, you hold on to your money, didn't you? So I wouldn't splash out all that money on him. I'd rather get someone more expensive and put down more money on initial payment. Pretty GD says, man, like saying, respect, but thanks for coming on today. It means lots to me. To be honest with you, I thought there weren't going to be no one on today. I thought I was going to sit in and just mug myself off. Especially when I couldn't get out of the comments earlier. I just thought, God, I thought disaster. But this is actually gave me a right boost. Let's see what else we got. Boston Gooner says, how do you feel about the transfers out we've accomplished in this window? To me, Ospina, Jenkinson, Bielik, Amiachi, Asano, Koscielny, and likely to be El Neni are sold some more trim in the fat for the squad. Put them all together. What have we got? What have we got for all of them? 25 million for all of them. Just goes to maybe a little bit more. Just goes to show how shit they were, really, don't it? Because none of them are worth a toss. They're not worth any money. Pick and mix, innit? It's just pick and mix, penny sweets. They're not worth nothing. Karen, no excuse for being late. You've got a black mark against that. I've asked you a question already. But no, Karen, seriously. Karen Russell, she's a proper gooner. Follow her on Twitter. She's always sensible, always asks some really good questions. Karen's a don of asking questions. So I'm really glad you're watching me, Karen, to be honest with you. Pretty says, man said on Twitter, man's got you. Get Pepe going. Yeah, definitely, mate. Pepe is a proper player. He's going to be a baller. I just hope that he can settle in. I hope that Emery don't mess about leaving him out for 3 weeks. I just want him to chuck him chuck him straight in. Karen says, regards Tyranny, I think we have 25 million to buy him outright, and that's only my opinion. Karen, it's only your opinion, and I think you're right as well, and that's my opinion too. But like I said, I wouldn't buy him like that. Let Celtic wait for the money. Let's not use us. Freddie says, has Evan done? I didn't understand that. Has Evan done? I didn't understand it, mate. Sorry. Michael Wynn says, thanks for answering, Sonny. Right, it's rude not to. So if you send me a message, I'll try and read as many as I can, and I would also try and upload all your content as well onto the channel. Because at the end of the day, I just want to be different than everyone else, I know I sound boring saying it all the time, but I'm going to go on because obviously you lot will come on to see me, so I'm going to go on. But I'm not doing nothing different than everyone else is doing at the moment. So if you don't want to upload your content, then feel free. I'll be interested to watch it as well. The gaffer says Tierney is always injured. He is always injured, mate. You're right. But you know what? Tierney's been out for 4 weeks with a double hernia, right? Last August I had 6 hernias. And I went out for that long. I was back in the gym after about 3 weeks. So Tierney, mate, man up. Boston Goon says, how many players in do you predict will announce before the window closes? Everyone's saying 2, aren't they? Everyone's saying a centre back and a left back. I reckon, by the looks of it, I don't think David Luiz is coming up. It's too big a name for him to come to us. I can't see it. I just can't see it. If he comes, he comes, but I can't see it. I think Regani is the most likely one, and I think Tierney is going to happen. Am I excited about Regani? No, not really. If you come, I'll be happy because we've got another body in now. But until I see him play on a regular basis, I'm not really a fan of the Italian league. So I ain't really seen him. But I ain't going to go mad and call him the best defender in the world yet because I ain't really seen him. Paul D says, Sonny, your head, ladies. Hang on, your what? The latest. Sorry, Paul. I can't read, mate. You said the latest is that Luiz is done. It'll be done overnight and announced in the morning. You know what? It'll be exciting. It will be exciting. I mean, can you imagine all that hair running around with Guendouzi in the team as well? If they win away games, they're going to have to catch a late flight by the time their hair dries. But it's a big name, but I think for Luiz it's 5 years too late. But bearing in mind, he did get a £50 million transfer twice, so it's no mug. He just switches off. Karen said, Lennon said in his latest chat, Tierney will be 1 to 2 weeks. Yeah, Karen, I think that's really good news. If that's 1 to 2 weeks, that's really good news. If we get him, I mean, there's been all this Tierney talk at the moment, but we ain't got him, have we? He might not be an Arsenal player, so who knows? And if he ain't coming, then I think he's shit. If he's coming, I think he's good. Jack 45 said David Luiz seems to be a panic buy. You're right, Jack. He does. I think he's a panic buy as well. This is what I don't get. If we was going to go for Upamecano or Konate, and the Conkies were backing us, I think the Conkies would have put the extra money in. I just don't think the Conkies are backing us. I think nothing's changed. Nothing's changed for me. And I think everyone's letting them off a bit too easy, in my opinion. I hope I'm wrong because at the end of the day, we just want the best for Arsenal. Imagine the good we would do if we cover. Imagine the ground he'll cover with his hair. Jack 45, you're right, mate. I think he's going to cover a lot of ground with his hair. Hybrid 85 Soul says at Sunny TV, unfiltered. Tierney has been confirmed. Dozens of release sources. If that's the case, mate, I think he's the best left back in the league. No, seriously. If that's the case, what is it? He's a young man. What does that spell for Nacho Monreal and Kolasinac is the question. And if one of them is to go, they've left it too late. Another thing you could comment on as well: the links for Ozil to the MLS in January. Give some thoughts on that as well. Hybrid Soul said, I'd rather Upamecano same in, mate. I think with him and what's the name? Socrates at the back, they look like a couple of defenders on steroids, don't they? I think they're beasts. Wouldn't want to bump into either of them on a dark night. Maybe I will. I think I can have them actually, but never mind. Jack Donker says, "Good day, Sunny. Sunny, good. Jack was that. Jules, sorry, mate, my eyesight's really bad. Thanks for joining us as well. Really nice to have you. Karen says, who we go to? My what's name just stopped. Give us some thoughts on Alex Iwobi as well. Whether you think he's had what's he been like at Arsenal, and also where the Boston Gooners said all those players that have gone, too young players. I mean, Amiachi's gone. He was a good talent, wasn't he? And he's gone. Smith Rowe. There's talks about I'd be like, does he still want to buy him on a permanent? Would you let Smith Rowe go? Personally, I think Smith Rowe's going to be a good player. He just needs to beef up a bit, and he needs to be given an opportunity. I wouldn't let Smith Rowe go, but if it was to bring in Upton Carno, and we have to let Smith Rowe go, then I'll pack his bags for him. Defenders more important. Jojo says, I doubt Ozil will leave for less wages. I don't know, mate. Look what Real Madrid are doing to Gareth Bale. If Ozil's sitting his arse on the bench and is whittling away his career, if he is prepared to do that, because I don't think Emery really wants him, then shame on him. If he's going to do that. If you gave me some money to go and move to America and play in the MLS, I'll go. It's better than getting mugged at knife point in Golders Green, isn't it? Again, Alvin says, so would you? So what's your opinion on Unai Emery, and what do you think is his first season? Mate, if you watch me on AFTV, last game of the season against Brighton, I went in on it pretty hard, to be honest with you. Unai Emery for me made too many poor decisions in too many games. Yeah, he tinkered too much. Maybe because he didn't know. Maybe because he didn't rate none of our players, and he had to. I don't know, but the team selection he made against Palace, which ultimately cost us from getting in Champions League, I think was a disgraceful decision. And me personally, we gave Wenger too much time. I'm not prepared to give Unai Emery that long. 2 years for me, mate. If you don't get Champions League in 2 years, then it's adios, mate. Me. Jack Donkin says, few regulars from is it Chicago, is it? Do you know what? It's nice. It's nice to have viewers from all around the world. It just goes to show the power of social media, don't it? Karen says Iwobi is good at getting forward and good at getting forward and taking players on and stuff. He is good at getting forward, Karen, but in my opinion, when he gets forward, then he goes and runs backwards. So I don't know. He's got no end product for me. Like I said, there are worse players. I think Mkhitaryan's a lot worse. If anyone should be binned, if it was out of the two, I'd been Mkhitaryan over Iwobi. I think Iwobi offers a lot more, and he does try hard. You can't fault him for that. And he tries a lot harder than a lot of the people in the team. Abdul says Iwobi go. We have Nelson. I agree, mate. I think Iwobi's had his time. Xhaka's had his time. Ozil's had his time, and none of them have done it. They've had 2 or 3 years in the team, and the 2 or 3 years they've had is the worst years we've had at Arsenal. So basically, 2 or 3 years. See you later in the bin for me. 1v1 said Regani or David Luiz. Toss a coin, mate. Bad as I don't know, mate. Toss a coin, whoever. Neither one of them are going to excite me, to be honest with you. Out of the two, obviously, I watched David Luiz more, and just for the sake that he's got nicer hair, maybe him. Callum Payne says thoughts on Luiz to Arsenal for at least a year. Better than what we got, but it's going to be interesting, isn't it? How he fits in. It's definitely not going to solve our defensive issues, is he? Abdullah Manar says, do you think Xhaka is suited to be in the Premier League? I don't think Xhaka is suited to be a footballer, full stop, mate, to be honest with you. Never won Premier League. Simon Holden says, yes, Sonny, keep up the good work, bro. Thanks, bro. You'll be at 10k sub soon. I think the only way I'm going to be on 10k subs, Simon, if I go and buy 10,000 phones and subscribe myself. I don't know, but hopefully it'll come in time, especially with the season kicking off. Jojo says, your thoughts on Xhaka potentially being the captain next season? Not for me. I wouldn't put in captain. I'd rather go Socrates or Laka for captain. He's let us down too many times. Abdullah says, what formation will we play if we sign no one else? I don't know. I've got a funny feeling that I think we're going to only play with. I don't think we're going to play with all 3 strikers playing together. We definitely won't be doing that away anyway. So it might be 4-4-3 at home. What it's going to be away, I think it's going to go for more of a counter-attacking formation. I think that's how Emery's going to want to set up away. So I think it's going to probably play 4-2-3-1 away. Hamza Malik says, thanks for joining, Hamza. If we need a centre back on a limited budget, get Godin. Godin is quality, mate. But would the Premier League be too fast for him? But having said that, we had Mertesacker, and he coped pretty well, didn't he? And Godin's 10 times the player Mertesacker was. Julie Donker says, especially in a 2-year loan, especially if it's a 2-year loan, the board should find a suitable and ideal target worth the money being offered with the inflated market. It's always going to be an inflated market, though. It's always going to be an inflated market, isn't it? Because if you have a need and you leave it to the last minute, the selling club are going to try and squeeze life out of you. Boston Gooner Billy, yes, guys, it's what Arsenic just tweeted. It's going to happen. I don't know, mate, Boston Gooner, because Arsenic also tweeted that Pepe ain't coming in, so I'm not sure. Right, guys, smash the like button, Kevin says. Yeah, Kevin, please, thanks for reminding me. Basically, you know, when you listen to all these YouTubers, they'll say smash the like button. I was thinking, you know, what are you on about? What you're drawing the like button for? But apparently, it gets the channel more notice. So obviously, the most pointless player we've had. The gaffer says, "Are you scared of the thought of Luiz and Mustafi?" Who wouldn't be? Who wouldn't be? I think we've got to start playing our games after the watershed. We've got to start playing them after 9 o'clock if them two our centre backs. Jules says, Aubameyang on the wing is not favouring just get Laka starting. It's true. I mean, Aubameyang on the wing, he's all right going forward, but obviously he don't offer too much defensively, and I think he's a bit lazy personally. I think in front of the goal, you know, he can sniff out a chance. Obviously, he's prolific, but helping out his defence, he had a very lazy period last season, and I think Laka's a better player. Karen says the gaffer I would be terrified. It's the gaffer who's doing it, though, Karen, isn't he? Is the one who's is the one who's signing these players. So he needs to sort it out. Next manager after Emery, I'll go for Claude. I'll give Claude the job. I don't know. Next manager after Emery, we're going to have to see who's available. It's probably going to be someone like hopefully someone like an Allegri. I don't want someone who's playing slow ball in football. I want an offensive manager, but who knows how to set up a defence for me. Jules says, no, I'm not saying the 2 years. Give him time. Those years scout what's best in Europe. Do you know what, mate? To be honest with you, Arsenal scouting system, we used to be the best scouting system in the world before, didn't we? But I'll tell you who's the best scouting system now. It seems to be Watford. When Watford go and buy a player, they very rarely sign the wrong one. For me, I think it's a shame that we missed out on Everton Suarez. I think he would have been a good player as well. But I think the problem with him was he was owned by various people, wasn't he? It was going to cost about 80 million in the end. Jack 45, I think Nelson, Laka, Pepe, and bring on Abba. I wouldn't start Nelson over Abba, mate. I'll let Nelson's a good player, but he's not that level. Hassan Malik, favourite person on AFTV? That's a really good question. You know, I hate all of them. No, not really. I'm only joking. My favourite person on AFTV, I have to say, is Claude. The reason he's Claude is because Claude was the first person who befriended me and introduced me to the channel, and that's why I'm going to say Claude. And Claude's the only person on AFTV who's been right around my house, and we've had dinner. So Claude's my proper mate outside football. Everyone else I get on with. I love everybody. I think Lee Judges is excellent. His content is brilliant. Again, I think everything DC says, whether you love him or hate him as a person, because no one really knows him. What he talks about Arsenal, I think he's bang on, and a lot of his opinions I agree with. Graham again. Graham tactical analysis. He knows more than all of us. So, Graham should have been the England manager, I think. Who else really stands out for me on ASTV? I used to have a problem with Kelechi, to be honest with you, for his antics. After a win or after a loss, he used to sing and that. And after Arsenal lose, I'm in a really bad mood, to be honest with you. So I attacked Kelechi on Twitter, and I actually apologised afterwards. And we weren't speaking for the time, but I was wrong. I think what Kelechi brings is positivity and love. It's very hard to dislike anyone like that. So I think Kelechi's really good as well, and obviously he's got a lot of people following him. Anyone who spreads positivity, I don't. I try to my friends, but if it's Arsenal, I can't unless it is positive. But anyone who spreads positivity, it's very hard to hate on that person. So Heavy D gets a lot of hate, and I think that's unjustified as well. If Heavy D acts as Heavy D does, that's his character. Let everyone be whoever they are. Who are we to judge anyone at the end of the day? Hassan Mehdi, what about Mo? I like Mo. I think Mo talks a lot of sense. It goes on for a bit too long, but I'm only joking, Mo, if you're watching. But Mo does speak a lot of sense, and Mo's very concise and clear, articulates very well, a lot better than I do. I like Mo, and also I like Troops as well. Troops, I think Troops is more for the younger generation, how he speaks. But for Troops to get as big as he has, is a likable guy, and he's got a lot of time for youngsters. That's one guy who's got a lot of time for youngsters. Heavy D's childish. Heavy D's childish, but it was that's his character in it. Some people like it, some people don't. But we can't all be the same. Some people don't like me because I swear too much. I'm too negative, and I come across like I'm in a bad mood. But if you know me as a person, I'm actually the kindest, sweetest person going. If I have to say so myself, I try and help out everybody. I mean, on Twitter, I always try and retweet people. I always try and bring people in, try and grow people. Try and grow people. And how I come across on IFTV or my channel sometimes is not how I really am. It's just that's my opinion for football. It's not real life. Who's that? Guyan says, "Hello, mate. Hello, mate. Hello to you too." Harry Woodham says, "Waves to be a real driller." Sorry, bro, I don't know what that means because I'm an Essex boy, so but it sounds like lingo for saying good. So waves to be a real driller to you too. Any more comments? Go ahead, Real G. You're Real G too, bro. Thank you. Karen says, I've met Mo a couple of times and he's a really nice guy. He is a really nice guy. Love Troops too, and another is Lee Judges. Lee Judges is proper Arsenal. I like Lee a lot. Lee Judges is one person that I can message a load of people on FTV, and sometimes they reply to me, sometimes they won't. Lee Jones is one person who replies to you all the time. Lee Jones has got time for everybody, and when you talk to Lee Jones about football, that geezer knows his stuff. But especially about Lee Judges, he's got time for you, and he'll help you. For me, he's set me straight on a lot of things. He's advised me, so I love Lee. Have you got a son? Yeah, I have. He's standing behind me, and he's standing in front of me. He does my editing for me. So without him, I wouldn't have this channel. And I only decided to do this channel last week. I had no intention of doing it at all. And my son said, "Why don't you just do YouTube channels?" I thought, why not? Mr. Arsenal says, "Sonny, lovely guy, man. Thanks, Mr. Arsenal. I appreciate it. He follows me on Twitter. Always retweets me. We'll love to meet you one day." Mr. Arsenal, I appreciate it, mate. You know what? I've got time for everyone. It doesn't cost nothing to stick your thumb on a retweet button, does it? I've been literally begging people to retweet my stuff, and in the name, I think you want to get blood out of people. So don't cost nothing to be nice. Nothing at all. If ever you've done an Emirates, mate, come and say hello. It'd be good. Harry Woodhams says, "Terry is a real G." Oh, okay, Harry, you're right. All right, wicked. Harry, download some content, mate. Do a video off again. So I'll stick you on. Brian says, "Why is Terry so cool?" I see that I've got all my son's mates in. All right, that's good. I'm glad you lot are watching. Bend over. That can't be your real name, mate. I'm not going to fall in for that one. The way Claude is. But if that is your name, good luck to you, mate. You're a proper porn star. Ozil to DC United. If Ozil goes to DC United, I think it'd be beneficial to everyone all round. You know, America's a nice place to live for him and his missus. Arsenal get him off the wage bill, and we could go and get someone younger and more hungry. Do I rate Ozil as a footballer? Yeah, I do. I think Ozil quality, and I don't think Arsenal get his qualities out of him, and I don't think he offers enough now. So I'll get rid now. Mr. Arthur says, Sonny, has anybody told you that you look like Kurt Angle? Every day, mate. I thought I looked like Tom Cruise myself, but maybe not. But it's all good. Paul D says, "Are you going away this season, Sonny?" I don't know, mate. I don't know what to do because if I go away, I won't be able to do this channel as much because it's going to take me ages to get back. So I might just do the home games this year. So I think I'm going to do the home games and concentrate on this channel more in the away games because if I'm doing AFTV after the home game, by the time I get home, it's going to be really late to upload content and that. It means my content gets out later. But Robbie and everyone on AFTV have been really good to me since I've joined. So I'm gonna carry on doing that as long as they want me, really. Your mates have been messages, Tom, by the way. Hassan Mali, I look like The Rock. I wish I had his physique, mate. There's a bit more fat on me than The Rock. Having said that, I ain't trained for the last month because I've got kidney stones. Actually, it bloody kills. So I can't go to the gym at the moment, and I'm missing it. Any more comments or what should we do? I'll see what. Let's do 5 minutes more comments and just talk, and then we'll wrap it up. Bendo, Monreal captain? No, mate, definitely not. I won't even put Monreal in the team now. I think it's washed up and finished. Hassan Malik said, advise someone suffering from anxiety. That's a really good question, mate. One thing I do want to do on this channel as well, when we build our followers, I want to start tackling social issues like depression, anxiety, knife crime, anything social issues. It doesn't have to just be about football. I mean, this is just a platform to talk. So it don't have to be about football. I'm no expert, but I can give my opinion, rightly or wrongly. Anxiety. I will say anyone who's giving you no positive vibes in your life, stay away from. Only mix with positive people, and you'll only get positivity back. Is what I say to that. And try and love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, no one else will love you. I've got the same issue, mate. I've got the same issue. I think all of us together, we need to get a bit more self-belief, really. And I'm in exactly the same boat as you. So, but what I'm doing, I'm putting myself out here on YouTube. I'm going to try and ignore the hate, because they're not worth it. But I'm going to try and feed off the positive comments, because as soon as you get a positive comment, it actually is like recharging batteries, to be honest with you. So even if we only get 400 subscribers, whatever, we've got 400 people who like me. So that's 400 people who did more than before. So for me that's a plus. Abdul MC says, town surrounded by real friends. Yeah, Abdul, you know what, bro? I'm glad about that, because you're only as good as your mates, to be honest with you. So I'm glad you're surrounded by real friends, because I say saying, as a youngster nowadays, it's not. London ain't a safe place, mate. London, Essex ain't a safe place. England ain't a safe place. So you need to be surrounded by the right people who've got their heads screwed on. Hassan Mali, do you miss anything about Wenger? Truthfully, no, I don't. For the first 10 years, Wenger was out of this world, and then I think he stayed on for too long, and Wenger was a bit misleading for me. He didn't really tell us what was going on. For me, he shoulders a lot of blame for that. I would have been more sneaky, and I'd have chucked the companies under the bus or Gazidis, but Wenger is a company man, isn't he? And he wouldn't do that. But if there's anyone I'd like to meet in the world, I would like to meet Arsene Wenger, because the guy's 10 foot tall. His stature is 10 foot tall, so he's a person I would really most like to meet. Michael Wynn says, Sonny, what about Wenger? I just said that. Callum Fine said, would you have who would you have a club captain now? But this 5 captain crap that Emery does, I think it's total madness, to be honest with you. No such thing as 5 captains, you know. 5 captains means you haven't got one strong captain. That's the message he's giving people. So 5 captains for me, no chance. The only person I'd have as club captain is either be Socrates or Lacazette. For me, I'll go Laka, and I think that geezer fights. He fights for the team. He shows his passion. So I'll go Laka. Another comment here. Just a quick thing about Spurs. Let's finish this off on a bit of Spurs chat, shall we? Spurs are linked. Obviously, they've got an Ndombele, and they've also been linked with Lo Celso and Sessegnon from Fulham as well. If they pull them off, then pricks going to be quite strong this year. So I hope they don't. A lot of Spurs fans have got the up with me because obviously I've done my first video outside toilet bowl, and I've got a lot of hates, but it's all good because I hate them back. So I have not got one Spurs support as a friend. I refuse to have it. Not me. I'm not going to have a Spurs fan friend. If I met someone and he says he was like a Spurs supporter, I'll unfriend him. No, it's not going to happen. It means there's something wrong with his head somewhere. You can't trust him. Not for me. No Spurs. Never. Let's see what else we got. I'll tell you what. We've been on for 41 minutes. I think for the first video we've done pretty well. Moving forward on the channel, like I said, I'm going to try and get as much content out as much as possible. I'm really looking forward to meeting Kevin on Sunday and talking about 89. For the youngsters who are watching and don't know much about 89 and they've missed it. Arsenal in them days, obviously, because we went for a patch out, we weren't very good, and George Graham came in and basically he shook them up, and they were all a bunch of pissheads, but they were a bunch of pissheads who had some togetherness. So you know, was leading the league quite a way through the season, and then at the end of it, we started to muck it up in Arsenal way, and Liverpool caught us. So obviously we needed 2 goals. We needed 2 goals for Anfield the last day of the season, which was just after Hillsborough, and we went on 1-2-0. I was 19 then. I was saying, "Oh mate, that was brilliant." I put that above the Invincibles for me. So 89 for me was everything. Again, think about what else you want on the channel. Like I said, I will be happy to upload your videos as well now, because you lot might get bored of me giving my opinion all the time. So I'll upload your videos, and I'll also give my reactions to your videos. So I'll watch them all and give you a reaction. If it gets to the point that I'm getting sent too many videos, and obviously I can't upload everyone's, but I'll try and upload the best ones as much as I can. Again, when we reach 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to give away two tickets to the Emirates. So you know, you got to be in it to win it for that. We'll do that on every 1,000. If you live abroad, then you know I'll bung you a couple of quid. We'll do that as well. But it's very important to me that you keep liking and sharing, because I thought this channel will grow a bit quicker than this. It might grow once the season kicks off. So keep liking and sharing and pester people, because if we don't tell people, it's not going to happen, is it? So let's see what else we got. We'll have the last 3 minutes. Best defenders under George Graham. All of them, mate. Paulie D. All of our defenders under George Graham were animals, mate. They were die-hard Potter defenders. I think since the George Graham days, I think the best defenders we've had since George Graham is, I think Sol Campbell for me was legend. You know, also you know Sol Campbell for me for Kolo Touré as well. Kolo Touré was a proper centre back. You know, Kolo Touré was a proper player. So they're the 2 that stick out for me. Cameron says, any younger supporters in the chat who don't know about Anfield 89, get the Lee Dixon video. Yeah, that's a really good shout, Karen, as well. What we do, I really appreciate everyone's time tonight. It means a lot to me. Like I said, I didn't think it'd be this busy. we'll do another one. We'll do another one when we're doing. I'll tell you what, we'll do another one on deadline day. We'll do another one tomorrow and just see what's come in and what's come out. I don't know where I'll be yet. I don't know whether Robbie's going to be down the Emirates. I don't know whether I'm going to go down there or not. If I do, then I might do a little roundup at the end. The next other video is going to be out. It's going to be out Sunday after we played Newcastle, and it'd just be interesting to see how Emery sets up. Really, is he going to chuck Pepe in straight away, or is he going to ease him in? Is he going to put Ceballos in because he picked up a bit of a knock against Barcelona? So it'd be interesting who goes with. To me, don't want to see Mkhitaryan. Granit Xhaka for me is a liability, and Mustafi's a liability, but I think Xhaka's here to stay. Unfortunately, I think Mustafi hopefully is going to be gone. So that's it for tonight. Thanks for everyone for watching and taking part. Because without you, I'll be waffling, and at least I could answer your questions and interact with you. Really good for the first time. I'm buzzing. I think it was really good. Speak to you again soon.